King Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna going down this weekend. I'm going to give you guys a short fight breakdown and my fight prediction. But before we get into it, you already know, best double jab straight down the pipe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you can be notified when all content is being uploaded on the channel. And blessed love, blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is real life boxing. Like I said, King Ryan Garcia, Javier Fortuna this weekend. These guys were supposed to fight before. Ryan Garcia pulled out. That's when he was saying he was having anxiety attacks and mental health issues and so forth. And both of those guys have fought one time since then. Javier Fortuna fought in February of this year, and Ryan Garcia fought in April of this year. Javier Fortuna won by KO. Ryan Garcia won by a unanimous decision over Emmanuel Tago in what most people thought was a boring fight. He was supposed to make a statement. Didn't go so well, but he beat, Tago. Tago got on the bike, didn't really force the action, didn't want to really, engage. So, Ryan Garcia did the best he can. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna. Now, this prediction is going to be a little different from my first prediction because in the first time they were supposed to fight, I actually had I thought it was going to be a very, very, very tough fight for Ryan Garcia. Javier Fortuna is a very tough fighter. He likes to get down and dirty. He likes to push his opponents around like he fights, kind of like Rolly, rough on the inside, kind of dirty on the inside. He's doing what he got to do. He fights, you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I love about Javier Fortuna. He's also very awkward, and he can fight. Southpaw. Dude could fight. He's awkward. He's tricky, from the Dominican Republic, and he's rough and rugged in there. And that's one of the best things that I love really about Javier Fortuna. I love rough and rugged fighters like that. Like just, they in a fight. You're just not gonna come in here and just box me all night and be all pretty. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the move and not. We get in close quarters and we get tangled up and I'm gonna make it a fight. So I really like that about Javier Fortuna. And I really thought that Ryan Garcia would have had a very, very, very difficult time dealing with that style from Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying, right? Ryan Garcia's a bit taller, lengthier, longer, keeps that chin up in the air a lot, even when he's throwing his punches. He's standing straight up in the air throwing those punches. Since they were supposed to fight, Ryan Garcia has left Eddie Reynoso and has come over to Joe Goossen. I honestly think that Joe Goossen, I feel like Ryan Garcia picked Eddie Reynoso for the wrong reasons. Obviously, Canelo Alvarez was over there, esteemed camp, you know what I mean? Eddie Reynoso was doing his thing. Andy Ruiz, the Snicker King, was over there. So, they're doing their thing. Canelo's the golden boy. Ryan Garcia wants to be the junior golden boy. So, but I think that he picked the trainer for the wrong reason to begin with. I honestly do feel like Joe Goossen, his mentality, his temperament, his personality, I feel like that fits Ryan Garcia better. They're both kind of outlandish, but, discreet and outlandish at the same time, if you can put that together. Joe Goossen always got on the flashy clothes. Ryan Garcia is an internet star. So I think that Joe Goossen fits Ryan Garcia better, and obviously Joe Goossen is a great trainer. And I think that Joe Goossen can get Ryan Garcia to understand that he is a boxer now, and to be a superstar in boxing, he's got to do certain things. Can't just be riding off of the internet wave, you know what I'm saying? Because big difference, content creator and a boxer. So I think that Joe Goossen is a better fit for Ryan Garcia, and I think that they're preparing really hard for this fight. Getting into my fight prediction. In the first fight, the first time they fought, I felt like Fortuna had a really, really, really good. I just didn't see how Ryan Garcia was going to beat Javier Fortuna, to be honest. Since then, Ryan pulled out of the fight, kind of waited it out. You know what I'm saying? Fortuna's been off since February. And Ryan Garcia's last fight has been a little bit closer. It was in April. Fortuna's was in February. So that's a 2-month difference and 6 to 4 month difference in preparation and in training for them. So Ryan Garcia pretty much, double training camps. So I'm saying out of one training camp, might have took a month off or so and back into the next training camp. I feel like he's going to be in better shape than Javier Fortuna. You guys ever wonder why? I want to start this video with this too. You guys ever wonder why? Because I think about this a lot. Why people that are inside of the boxing world, why they don't get on YouTube and talk boxing? Because there's a bunch of boxing channels, you know what I'm saying, myself included, but a lot of bigger channels than mine that are making a pretty penny off of just talking about boxing, and they're not necessarily inside of the sport. You know what I mean? They might be fans. There's a few trainers, but most of them are fans and just people who love boxing and figure that they can make a pretty penny talking about boxing. So you often wonder why, like, more trainers and more fighters and more people that are really inside of the sport of boxing don't talk boxing on YouTube until after they're retired, like Leon Muhammad, Teddy Atlas, until, even though Teddy Atlas is not fully retired, but Teddy Atlas got that voice. He really doesn't care what he says and who he offends, but you know, respectfully, you wonder why people don't talk boxing that are inside of the sport, because they're closer to certain things and they know a lot more than what meets the eye. They're inside of certain situations, so they don't speak on certain situations because they don't want to offend you know, certain people that they may be close to if they say something about the situation that the person didn't like. Kind of how I'm in this video. Javier Fortuna, he resides in my state. He trains with trainers that I know, with people that I know. He trains inside of this gym. Sometimes I really wanted to work with him for this fight, but didn't get the chance to. Wanted to do an interview and give him a little media show, you know what I'm saying, since they're not really doing much. And I wanted to do all of that with Javier, and I just didn't get the opportunity to. So, you know, I know, you know, a few more. I know like some inside stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the preparation and whatnot. So I'm just, one of the things that I always say is that victory is in the preparation. I say that to my fighters. I probably say that like every day. Victory is in the preparation. So a lot of your victory is going to be determined on how hard you're training, the level of training that you're doing. So I'm pretty positive that Ryan Garcia and Joe Goosen are training on a higher level than Javier Fortuna is right now. And, you know, that's no disrespect to Javier and his team. Life happens, things happens inside the boxing world. A lot of times, man, these boxers are getting fights on quick notice, or, you know what I mean? It's just you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily quick notice, but a month's time, a month and a half's time to get a fight. Even 2 months' time, if you weren't in shape before that, is short notice, because you got a little 8-week training camp, or maybe 6 or 7-week training camp, depending on the logistics of the situation. You know what I'm saying? We got to remember, I always tell people, these boxers, they're not regular people, but they are regular people. You know what I'm saying? They live a regular life. They have regular people problems, just like anybody else. So my prediction in this fight is for Ryan Garcia to come out on top. In a tough fight, I think Javier Fortuna gives him a really good and tough fight. You know what I mean? You know, for I'm not gonna say Ryan stops him. I don't know if Ryan Garcia stops him, but I think that Ryan is gonna be in better shape to go the distance. So you know, we'll see what happens. But I definitely think that Ryan Garcia wins the fight. Shout out to my guy Javier Fortuna. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. I'm not even picking like a knockout or decision or even round, but I'm picking Ryan Garcia to win the fight. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times. And peace and one love. It's Coach Fighters, Real Life Boxing.